Look how big this fish is. This is the first bass on the kayak. First day in this kayak, first bass out of the kayak. Thank you.
That's awesome.
And I caught a PB. Guys, we are on our first kayak adventure. We are on the water. We're at a local marina here in town. It's a huge lake. And we have got the kayak launched. And I didn't get any footage of getting it launched and everything because it was crazy busy with like boats launching down the ramp. So we kind of had to stay out of the way of some of the people, but I was able to get it launched and on the water. I stopped by a family friend's house who lives on this lake. Just rolled up to their dock. They happened to be home and I was able to get me a life vest since I have yet to get one. But nonetheless, I've probably gone maybe about almost half a mile down the creek so far, or lake, whatever you want to call it. And so far so good. I haven't casted, I haven't tried to fish anything yet. Just kind of want to see what's around and see what this thing is capable of. I did bring some rods, so I will be doing some fishing. I just don't know what to see how this handles the wakes. Oh, that ain't nothing. That's good. Small wakes. But overall, I'm excited to be on the water. It's a nice day. It's supposed to get up to like 70 something today, so hopefully we have some good weather and maybe the fish should be biting. Looks like there's a lot of people out right now, like tons of people out. Don't know where I want to go. I actually don't know this lake that well, so guess today we're just gonna go explore. So let's go. All right, guys, see how this works. All right, guys, true test right here. We are going to try to stand up in the kayak and fish. So here we go. And here we go. And we are standing. Not too bad. I don't know how much standing I would like to do in this, but I'm sure it could. I'm sure one can lose balance when you're as heavy as me. But overall, it's not bad. The fact that I'm actually standing in a freaking kayak is awesome. This water is super cold. Oh God. You really got to have your balance down to do this though, for real. And again, I'm not a light guy. You know, I'm 240 pounds. Finding a kayak that I'm able to do this with is good. Ugh. There's a lot of water. Probably should have had like some scuppers, plugs. But y'all, we're doing it. We are doing it. Something I thought I would not be able to do. And again, this is my first time really on a kayak doing anything like this too, so this is also something that I'm gonna have to get used to as well. So first time ain't too bad. And I've been on a fishing kayak before, but I've never done anything like this. Definitely need to get some scupper plugs though, because a lot of water is coming in through this, and I'm trying to I was trying to stand and everything. So all right guys, kind of an update. So far so good. Everything's great with the kayak. I love it. It's really busy out here in the water right now. A lot of boats coming through, so they're leaving wakes like crazy, and so I'm kind of anchored down right now. I'm gonna sit here in this little cove and I'm gonna fish from here. One thing I will say, if you guys are getting into kayak fishing or it's your first time going out, you're just doing it for fun, make sure you bring sunscreen. I'm hurting right now. My legs are on fire. So yeah, just that's probably a golden rule. I should have looked more into, and I didn't. So but
and it's a 5 horsepower Merc. See, this doesn't make sense. Like this 14-foot boat says 3 persons or 380 pounds.
I think
that's me and you.
I think there's a couple people over here fighting.
Nah.
Like they're over here yelling at each other about no wake zone, because that's where I'm at right now. Is that I'm like right outside the no wake zone,
right.
And that's where everyone's like hauling ass through. But they're but I guess a boat came through it, and they were getting yelled at by another boat. So all I heard was a bunch of yelling, and at the end I heard an asshole. So there's that.
Sounds awesome.
Well, me and Goat went to, I think it was Bass Pro in Indiana. Like we saw like a tracker for a couple $1,000s, man, with the motor, like a seat, had a lot of stuff on it. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you can get something, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna go to Bass Pro real quick. The website. Oh, let me call you because your Snapchat's breaking up.
Yeah, that's fine, bro.
All right.
You guys, I was not recording. I'm over here on the phone with my brother James, just talking about the kayak, and I picked up this Haas. You guys, look how big this fish is. This is the first bass on the kayak. Oh, here's my I brought my freaking scale too, bro. So I literally, so the camera's gonna hear me, but I'm gonna tell you too, James. So I'm kayaking on the water here at this lake, and I see this like fish, this shad roaming around the top of the water, and I see this big bass coming wake right next to it. So I throw my spinnerbait out there, and you guys, like, this is what I get. This has to be a PB. If not, he's oh no, come here. I just dropped it. I'm an idiot. But if he's, dude, I'm like freaking out because I have no room for anything. 0. This might be a PB. This is great. This is a freaking beast. Oh. We're getting that now. All right, let's see. She's all over. 4 and 1/4. 4 1/4, you guys. Oh my God. Man, it's first day in this kayak, first bass out of the kayak.
That's a cool kayak.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
And I caught a PB. 4 1/4. Let's get one more look at her, guys, for the channel. Whew. All right, let's get it released. Holy heck. There she goes. Oh, and she danced. She's gone. Whew. Man, it's awesome. Thanks. All right, guys, we're heading back to the boat ramp right now. I am done. I've had a blast on the water today on the kayak's first maiden voyage, I guess you can say. We had a really great day. Only thing is, guys, like I said, if you were gonna do this your first time, or you know, you're getting into kayaking altogether, bring sunscreen, because this, I mean, if you guys can see my legs, I don't know, they are freaking red. My arms are burnt, my neck hurts. So I'm gonna get out of the sun, get back to the ramp, get the yak loaded back up to the Jeep, get back to the house. But I think what we're gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna get on the other camera later at the house and give a review on the kayak and kind of explain what I liked about it and what I didn't like and what we can improve on it. So I will see you guys back at the house. All right, we have made it back to the house, guys. As you can see, I'm super red, got a nice little farmer's tan. First and foremost, if you guys are gonna go out in the water and kayak, if you're new or even if you're not new and you don't know, make sure you bring sunscreen. I know I've said it plenty of times that I'm really hurting right now, so yeah, just a little tip for you guys. But before we close this out, I want to explain to you guys the kayak, kind of do a little overview on it and what I thought about it and what I think could help make this better to work for me. Taking this out today on the water, we went to the lake today, and guys, I had a blast on it. I love this thing. This thing, to me, well worth the money. So this is the OldTown TOPWATER 106. Now, it's not a pedal drive. It doesn't have the motor or anything like that, and you do have to get your own paddle. But I mean, I had no issues today. Even with the rod placements, you have the one here in the front. It did good. Did not get in the way from when I was paddling. The couple things I want to go over that I think this kayak needs. Now, when I say what it needs, I mean in terms of what's going to help me on the water. Again, I'm new to this. I've not done this before. I've been on a kayak before, but never really did it as far as recreational when it comes to fishing and stuff. First, I think I need to get me some sort of anchor or rudder system for this, because there was times where I was just trying to sit and cast and I'm just all over the water. Like, I have to keep casting, oh crap, now I gotta turn and keep doing that, and it was a little bit of a hassle, but I mean, overall it was still fun. Second thing I'm gonna have to probably do this is get scupper plugs for sure. When I did my stand-up test on the kayak, water was just kind of coming through. Now, it wasn't choppy out there, so it's not like I needed to, have no scupper plugs. But if I'm going to be standing up and moving up to the front, getting stuff out of the dry hatch and everything, water just kept piling up and it kept getting underneath the seat and stuff on my baits. So I think those two things would definitely be essential, and it would be good for me. I'm 240 pounds, guys. I'm not a small dude, standing up on a kayak with, little to no room, I guess, for a guy my size. But I mean, it held up. The stand-up test was awesome. I can't complain there. It was a little wobbly, but again, this is my first time really experiencing that. And I think maybe with time I'll get used to it and I'll be able to do it a lot more. But overall, I have no complaints with this kayak. Even the seat. I've heard a lot of people mention that, some of the kayak seats, that they're on the water for hours, a few hours, 3, 4, something like that, and, they start getting numb or they start getting sore. No complaints on this. I was comfortable the whole time. So I was probably out there maybe from like 11 o'clock, I believe, to probably like 4-ish, something like that. So 5 hours in the water, and I did fine. Now, one thing, too, you guys saw earlier in this video is when I caught that fish. Now, the unfortunate part, I did not get the actual, cast, hook set, and everything on film. The reason for that is because I was actually on the phone with my brother, and who you guys, I've said, you know, that he's supposed to be here this week. Unfortunately, with the coronavirus thing, he can't be here. But, you know, I was on the phone with him. We're catching up. I'm like, hey, I'm on the kayak. We're just, you know, chit-chatting, BSing back and forth. And I saw this, you know, wake come up to the top of the water. And I was like, oh, crap, I think there's something next to me. So I'm kind of looking around. It gets closer and ends up being like a 6-inch, you know, shiner, which I didn't know they had shiners in the lake. So I was like, well, heck, I'm going to change one of my baits out to something that kind of resembles that, because if that's what, you know, is in here, hell, that's probably what they're eating. Then all of a sudden this bass comes up and just smashes on this shiner, like while it was at the top of the water, and it missed it. So I could see it chasing. So I'm like flipping out over the phone, like, James, hold on, chill out, like, give me a second, like, dude, this bass just, you know, hit this thing top water. I ended up grabbing my rod that had the spinnerbait on it, which is right here. And guys, this is just a H2O Xpress 3/8 ounce spinnerbait. It's got the silver Colorado and a gold willow blade on it. And then I got the 6-inch Divine swim bait on the back of it. But I ended up casting that just right behind where this bass was chasing the shiner and just reeled it past. And this bass hit this thing so hard. I'm trying to hold the phone. I'm trying to reel in my spinnerbait. I got this bass hooked up, and then I'm trying to hit the record button on my GoPro. Guys, I've never been more stressed out until today when I'm trying to do all this together. On top of my GoPro was not recording. It would not record. So I'm trying to hit it. It wouldn't go. So I ended up taking the battery out of the GoPro. I tossed it. I don't know where it went. Water somewhere in the kayak. I don't know. I really don't. But I reached back, grabbed another battery from my bag, whilst having the fish, you know, on the end of my spinnerbait in the water. Put this battery in, hit record. It starts recording. I get the bass up, and that's pretty much where you guys start to see it pick up. So, but yeah, it was fun. The first bass in this kayak was a PB, 4.21 pounds. Super excited, super stoked. It was a nice fish, so can't complain there. But that'll be it for the kayak. Again, overall, this is an amazing kayak. Cannot wait to take it back out on the water. So if you guys are in the market for a kayak, I recommend the OldTown TOPWATER 106. And that, guys, is going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button for this video. It really helps out my channel. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell right next to it. It lets you guys know when I upload a new video. And that is all for today, guys. I'm going to go inside, take a cold shower, put some aloe on my body because I'm hurting. And I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, peace.
We'll be right back.